Struggling to unlock your inner action hero because of looming insecurities. Struggling to take risk because of what might be on the other side could be failure or, dare I say, success. Too afraid and not having the courage to take action. Sitting idle. And as many of you know, as creative entrepreneurs, if you're not moving forward, you're basically going backwards. And I use basically because you're stuck there. You're not going forward or backward, to the right or to the left. Well, friends, you're not alone. You're far from alone because we've all been there. We get frozen in our inactions and the ability to have confidence in our action because of fear or doubt. So, what if I told you that taking maybe a quantum leap in your life or business might require nothing more than a mere 10 seconds of courage? That's the topic today on here on the Be Fabbo Podcast. I'll meet you on the other side of this intro, friends. Welcome to my little corner of the podcast world. I am Bobbi Brinkman, your host and guide on this transformational journey of business and personal growth. Known as a confidence and motivational instigator, I'm also a speaker, transformational leader, and a mindset coach. But more importantly, I'm here to empower you to transform your business and life with actionable strategies, inspiring stories, valuable resources, and connections. The Be Fabbo Podcast is a space where creatives tune in to fuel their growth, ignite their energy, tap into the power of their purpose and passion to build thriving businesses and lives while becoming the best version of themselves. Together, we'll dive into the mindset and motivation you need to achieve success on your own terms. Because, my friends, if you're doing what you love, it should bring you profit, purpose, and joy. We'll also shed light on the essential topics like imposter syndrome, self-care, setting boundaries, and overcoming that negative self-talk. I'm here to cheer you on and remind you to be your biggest fan, to be your own hero, helping you overcome any obstacles in your entrepreneurial journey. Through engaging solo episodes and insightful conversations with inspiring guests who will bring their own stories, experiences, and expertise to the conversation. Together, we're going to cultivate a Fabbo community of heart-centered, confident entrepreneurs and leaders that are ready to continue to make meaningful impact. So once again, I'm Bobbi Brinkman, your host, here to support you every step of the way. With a steadfast commitment to empowerment, mindset, motivation, and momentum, we're going to pave the way for thriving businesses and lives that we genuinely deserve. Time to motivate, educate, and celebrate who you are and where you are here on the Be Fabbo Podcast. So friends, grab your earbuds, hit that play button, and get ready to embrace what makes you Fabbo and take action to build a business and life that you want and deserve. So grateful and appreciative of sharing space with me throughout this podcast. Now let's get back to the show. All right. Welcome back to episode 87. As I mentioned today, I wanted to share with you the power of courage and the role that it plays in our businesses and our lives. This might fold a little heavy into the life side because I do believe that when our life is in line with our business and our business is aligned with our life, we can really find that harmony. I'm not going to tell you a balance, but I'm going to tell you I think harmony is easier to happen and more frequently happens. So firstly, I want you to understand that you always have a choice. Now, you may not want to take or choose it, but you have one. And sometimes you often have more than one choice. Recognizing that you're standing at a crossroads every time fear grips you, every time self-doubt comes in, that's a hard crossroad to be at. And we all have that throughout our business journey and heck, our day-to-day lives. On one side lies the comforting embrace of our comfort zone. Okay, if I stay here, I'm safe. I don't really need to get any more clients. I really don't need to work hard to get that updated car. Maybe I don't even want to take a risk and grab some new clients so I can take an extended vacation. And on the other side is that exhilarating unknown of courage, right? What is there? I don't know what's going to happen, but if I do this, it just might be Fabbo, right? That exhilarating unknown of the courage that we possess. This acknowledgement isn't trivial. It's monumental, friends, because we always have a choice to stay bound by our insecurities or rise above them. I want to challenge you in this episode with a couple challenges, but to start off with, I want to challenge you to be brave enough, to be confident enough to choose courage. You know, I talk about confidence and mindset and motivation and momentum. That's really the core of what I want, empowering you to believe in yourself and what makes you Fabbo. So what exactly is 10 seconds of courage? Well, the idea or principle behind 10 seconds of courage is that it takes just a few moments to make a move. Any mood, any move at all that will defy your fears. This could be the moment you decide to negotiate your salary if you still have that 9 to 5. And if you don't get that salary, that's going to be the leap to move into being your own CEO. The moment that you muster up and be brave enough to say, hey, I'm going to apply for this next gig. I want to do this collaboration. It's something outside of my zone, but I'm going to challenge myself. Maybe I'm a florist and I'm going to enter a big floral competition, right? It could be as simple as being brave enough to ask somebody out if we're talking about our life, right? The size of the act isn't what counts. It's the audacity to act despite your fears, apprehensions, and that you just don't think you're worthy of it. Now, how can you cultivate this courage? I'm going to give you a few suggestions, right? In no particular order. Some you probably already know, some you may do, but let's revisit them just in case, right? Recognize your fear. Own up to it. That's the first step to overcoming fear, is just acknowledging it. Dig deep into it. I know many people try to say, if I ignore my fear, it won't go away. It will go away. It won't be present. No, it won't keep reoccurring. I'm here to ask you to seriously face it. What's the root of it? And that root and digging back to that root could be a very triggering journey of something that happened in the past, something that gave you self doubt, facing someone that told you weren't worthy of something. But you can't be that someone that also is telling you you're not worthy of something. So I want you to start overcoming your fear, and you can do that when you start acknowledging it. Activate the countdown. Use 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method to jolt yourself into action, replacing hesitation with momentum. I have some metal in my back, and so I have rheumatoid arthritis and some other health issues that I fight through every single day. I use my courage to get through every single day, but I also use that courage to step away from behind something that I truly love, my first passion of being a storytelling photographer and documenting so many firsts, so many seconds, so many of life moments of colleagues, friends, family, and clients, right? So I had to use that courage to step away and put my faith that something else would come along, right? Something else would come along to fulfill what was missing. So I would often use, as I work through my pain, 3, 2, 1, or 1, 2, 3, and I go. Just saying it out loud, saying to myself, I drive those around me crazy when I have a flare up because I'm just like 1, 2, 3, or 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it propels myself out of the chair. If I have to get my cane, whatever I have to do, it gets me moving. So I activate the countdown so that I can get that momentum going. Your courage boosting exercise here could be that whenever you find yourself hesitating, practice the courage countdown. Visualize the act that you want to take, then mentally count down from 5. And that's what I do. I visually say, okay, my legs are not working today. The arthritis flare up is bad. The pain to get out of my chair, even though I know I need to do a podcast or I need to do a coaching session, right? I know I mentally count myself down from 5. And when I reach 1, I just act upon it. So this exercise will help you break free from those shackles of fear and hesitation and help you push through that pain. Now, there's physical pain and there's mental pain, but you have to push through that. I don't have to share with many of you that I'm sure many of you have been caretaker for somebody who is sick or are, dying or passing away, and you watch the pain that they're in. That is just as hard to watch other people's pain, but the courage to stand there and help somebody else through it. I need you to have that courage to help yourself through it so that you can seize and take advantage of those valuable 10 seconds of courage and work your way through it. Visualize the positive outcome. Spend those 10 seconds painting that mental picture of what success would be for whatever action you want to take. Maybe it's, I'm going to finish this website. I'm going to finish my lead magnet. I'm going to finish getting my couples gallery done and get it loaded for them. I'm going to finish whatever, maybe your kid has a project due at school and it requires you to do something. Finish that. Visualize it Get that mental picture of success, how you define it. Then I want you to dare to be dared. When your own willpower is lagging, that external push can be a catalyst for the courage. So pick a dare buddy and do it wisely. It should be someone who not only dares you to jump, but also believes that you can fly. Somebody that knows, I know you can do this, and if you don't, I'll catch you and I'll toss you right back out there. Find that dare buddy. Embrace robust accountability. Accountability is just not a responsibility. It's like a lifeline sometimes to sustain courage. Whether you're a partner, whether you're a partner with a coach, or you're in a group, or an accountability group, or accountability buddy, maybe you're a courage buddy, the focus should be on authentic responsibility, that commitment to rise, even when falling seems so much easier. You want to keep going and getting up because it's easy to stay down. It's easy to go, okay, I failed. Why do I want to do it again? I want you to seek accountability. That might be as easy as sending a quick text to a friend. Send me a text, right? Send me a DM. Just signaling that you are making commitment to do something. I have several friends, and I do have several of my coaching clients that I do this with. I call, reach back out and say, okay, this afternoon you said you were going to be doing this. How's it going? Or they send me, okay, I said at 3 o'clock that I was wrapping up this website and I'm going to send you a preview. We hold each other accountable for those things. So seek that. Reflect and anchor the feeling. I want you to immediately jot down how taking action has made you feel. This is an emotional anchor, and man, friends, this will serve as so much motivation for your future. Reflect on it, see what that feels like, and hold that close. Be proud and celebrate that win of accomplishing the feeling that you just got and the feeling of the action that you just took. Maybe it's embarking on a coaching journey. I welcome any of you. Let's see if we're the right fit, right? Let's have a conversation. But a stellar coach does more than just guide, right? They ignite that inner fire and propel you towards your own sense of greatness. They want you to embrace what makes you fabbo. At least that's from where I sit and from my side of the lens. I want to push you into the potential that you already have within you. Now, understand that when you get a coach, it is an investment and a deliberate decision to break free from your own limitations because coaches like myself aren't going to do the work for you. We're going to help you get to the root of the problem. We're going to help you get to the root of what is the limiting beliefs behind you. For me, as a mindset confidence coach and somebody who wants you to stop self-sabotaging yourself, I'm going to help you dig deep. We're going to go way off path sometimes to get to the root of the problem, to get to the why behind the why behind the why of what you believe is holding you back. Now, having a coach is not a magic wand. It's not going to make something happen, but it can be a toolkit for overcoming those mental roadblocks and ushering in waves of daring action because I'm going to empower you. I'm going to push you. I'm going to remind you every single day that you're with me as a coaching student, that you're Fabbo. Find a coach that will work with you, but not do the work for you, and one that already knows just what all you have in you and can talk to you through it and pull it out. Then I want you to cultivate your tribe. The community you build is your fortress against setbacks and insecurities. So seek people to come into your memberships, to come into your tribes, or for you to go into theirs. For those, I want you to find those people that share your values, your ambitions, and that deep down hunger for success. Because as entrepreneurs, we have that hunger. We know that we can make a difference. We believe when we started, we can make an impact. And along the lines, we lost our confidence. We lost our courage. So be around people, get that tribe of people. You know what it says. Be around people that want more for you than from you. Be around people, as I mentioned earlier, that will catch you when you fall, but toss you right back out there into the madness of entrepreneurship, right? And this goes with finding somebody that might not even be business related, but has the same values and core values that you do in your life. That collective energy will uplift you, offering the necessary support and advice when you need it the most. Online platforms, local events, ample opportunities to find your tribe. There's so many memberships in the creative wedding industry and the creative entrepreneurships for the online e-commerce, but don't forget to look outside of what you do as a career and find another passion that motivates you and moves you so that you can fill your soul with that tribe. I want you to engage in some transformational challenges, right? It can be a game-changing experience. And the beauty of challenges is that it lies in a network of collective wisdom that you gain. Now, lots of times this could be big mindsets, deep mindsets. Now, while often these mindsets, run with a pretty high price tag, you can often find mini sub masterminds or mini subgroups. Go back to your tribe. Maybe start a competition or a challenge within your tribe. And then the thrill of this competition will amplify your courage and will amplify the others' members' courage. And it will make you an unstoppable force because you're rooting for them and they're rooting for you. But you want to have that win. You want to surpass that entrepreneur spirit of, I can make it happen. Then I want you to nourish your soul with inspirational content. And so with this inspirational content, we can have all kinds of knowledge is not just power, right? It's not just the power, it's empowerment. So when you nourish your soul with inspirational content, you are going to gain this knowledge. It's empowerment. Let's talk a little bit about books, right? We have The Big Leap by Gary Hendricks, The 5-Second Rule by the very popular, mindset, gotta do it confidence person, Mel Robbins, right? How about Untamed by Glennon Doyle? Get Past Your Shit, Kelly McCausey and 18 other co-authors. Automatic Habits by James Clear. I've talked about some of these books and other podcasts in my blogs, and they're a good way to start to get inspired. And as a reminder, you want to just be inspired by these individuals. You don't want to emulate them. You want to take some of the things that they're doing that align with your core values and that okay, I agree with that. That's how I feel too. But then you want to mix it in with what makes you Fabbo so that you have inspiration from them and from you. And that, my friends, is a winning combination. Let's talk about some TED Talks. How Great Leaders Inspire Action. Simon Sinek. Your Body Language May Shape Who You Are. Amy Cuddy. The Power of Vulnerability by Brene Brown. And of course, there's so many podcasts and audio options. Hey, here's hoping that the Be Fabbo Podcast or one of my other audio products can serve you as well and be fuel for your courage. But reach out and take a look at some of those podcasts because, as you all know, I love audio. It's how I best learn. And I think it's because we can learn on the go. We can stop and we can think, and then we can try to work on things. And it just doesn't make us tied in front of our computer. So it might inspire us if we're out taking a walk or if we're out walking the dog or we're just taking some time for ourselves and sitting in a space. That audio can really be powerful. Here's another exercise I'd like to offer you to unlock your courage and ignite your inner unstoppable fabulous. I want you to tap into the reservoir of courage with this transformational exercise. Serenity first. Now, might get a little woo-woo here, but I really do believe that sometimes quiet and doing nothing and sitting in space, just open space, without a desk or without distractions. I want you to close your eyes and inhale deeply. And I want you to just feel that emptiness around you, that quietness around you, and that cloud of tranquility. Then I want you to visualize the leap. Imagine yourself taking steps boldly out of your comfort zone, whether it's attending a new event or taking a professional risk. If it's asking a fellow colleague for a coffee, if it's asking a parent or a neighbor to pick up your kid. Step out of your comfort zone and visualize that leap. Know that you can ask for help and that takes courage and it also takes risk. But visualize that leap. Body awareness. I want you to recognize the physical sensations that also come with your fear. Are your palms sweaty? Do you start getting extra nervous? Do you fidget? Do you pace? Right? Does your chest get tight? Because that can happen. So be aware of when these sensations start and then get ready, as we talked about, to do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to start to move past them. How about transformation of fear? Take another deep breath and transform those sensations, melting them away with the force of your will. Now, again, let's not go woo-woo. I am not telling you that if you sit in this wonderful space and you visualize, the risk that you want to take and and you're going to just manifest millions of dollars coming to solve all your problems. That's not what I'm talking about. And I'm not here to tell you that that doesn't happen. I'm just telling you for me, it won't happen. And it's not how I want to live or choose how to get past my fear, right? I know that I can force them away by working on myself and getting into the habits of digging deep and recognizing my fear. Then I want you to summon your Phoenix moment. Recall a time when you felt invincible. Remember when you first hit push to make your website go live? Heck, I'll date myself. Remember you put the open sign up in your brick and mortar and you're like, okay, we're open? When you told your friends that you were going to start your own business, when you told your friends that you were going to run for office, and you told your family, I'm going to be the next, right? Summons that. Remember when you felt invincible, when you started something because the passion was driving you. Let those memories flood your senses and let them guide that spirit. Summons that Phoenix moment often, friends. Remember that is what got you here. Your passion, your drive, and your belief in yourself. How about the action manifesto? Now your eyes are open and your heart is full. Write down one small yet potent action that you can take today that will propel you towards your envisioned self. What the best version of yourself, the person that you has yet to meet. Write that down. Write down something that will get you to the steps and the goals that you want in your business. Write down what you feel right now and be ready to meet your future self. Now, I'm going to leave you with a lasting echo, so to speak, hoping that it will reverberate long after you're done listening to this episode. But you can always come back to this episode. But I hope that this echo you hear will empower you and uplift you and shift your mindset, motivate, and give you momentum to keep moving forward bravely with confidence and courage. The final charge, your 10 seconds of power. Courage is not about erasing fear, friends. It's about identifying it. It's about knowing and acknowledging it. It's your spirit and your declaration that your dreams are bigger than your fears, that the goals and where you want to go is bigger than what you're feeling right now with where you are. And if you are content and happy with where you are rooted, know that there's a difference between rooted and planted. If you feel stuck, how do you want to move forward? How do you want to get there? 10 seconds of power. You're going to encounter dread. You're going to encounter uncertainty. Heck, friends, you're going to flat out be scared to death. It may stop you in your tracks. But within you lies an untapped strength of magic. That is you. There's so much Fabbo in you, and there is so much Fabbo abundance just waiting for you to move on the other side of your fear to get there. So the next time that you are in the face of that fear, don't turn away. Acknowledge it. Look it straight in the eye and take your 10 seconds of courage. Inhale deeply. Invoke the power that you have harnessed. Then plunge into your destiny. Go after your goals. Get ready to meet your future self. Get ready to be the absolute fabulous person that you are meant to be, making an impact and why you're here. The Fabbo that you bring to this world, friends, isn't just about arriving at your destination. It is this journey. It's the courage that you have to muster up every single day, at every turn, at every chapter in your business and in your life. Every distraction in your business, every distraction in your life, every setback, every challenge in your business, to every challenge that you face in your daily life. Your bravery is one of your most valuable gifts, not just to yourself, but to your family, your clients, and your community, those you grow and serve, and others that are craving your one of a kind, extraordinary authenticity, which, my friends, you most definitely are. So, Fabro listeners, activate your 10 seconds of courage today. Watch how you light up not just your business and life, but also those that are fortunate enough to cross paths with you. Because when you show up as your full self, you not only make this world a more favorable place, but you make an impact. And we need that. And that, my friends, is courage that will indeed fuel and transfer your business and life into thriving and filling ones that you want and deserve. All it takes is 10 seconds of courage to make a business and a life-altering decision. What are you waiting for, friends? Start counting it down. Till next time, Fabbo Creatives, stay motivated to be Fabbo, right? If you need something, if you need some coaching, reach out. Listen to some other episodes here on the podcast, right? I've got an audio course that I'll put a link to here in the show notes that might just help you get your mindset and confidence back. It's an audio course that you can listen to over and over and over. But when you're on those days you're feeling down, don't forget, I also have where I come into your earbuds every single day for 15 minutes or less. So grab those, anything that I can help you with. Grab the tools, grab the products, grab the services, but grab onto yourself and know that you can do this, right? Peace and gratitude, friends. Peace and gratitude. Chat soon.